Paul Whiteman. Paul Samuel Whiteman was born March 28, 1890, in Denver, Colorado, to a father who was a musical director and a mother who was a former opera singer. A musical future was perhaps inevitable. Whiteman began practicing music on the violin at 3 years of age and moved to the viola, which became his professional instrument. He joined the Denver Symphony Orchestra in 1907, the San Francisco Symphony in 1914, and then formed his own dance band, the Paul Whiteman Orchestra, in 1918. In 1920, Whiteman moved his band from the West Coast to New York City and began recording with the Victor Talking Machine Company in 1920. His recordings were almost instantaneous hits, and he proved to be the most popular band leader of the decade, reportedly earning over $1 million per year in the early 1920s. By the late 1920s, Whiteman was beginning to appear on radio, including performances on a nationwide broadcast called the Victory Hour in 1928 for Dodge Brothers Automobile Company. In 1929, he agreed to his first weekly program, sponsored by Old Gold cigarettes, earning $5,000 per episode. Whiteman and his orchestra became staples on the airwaves throughout the 1930s and 1940s, with notable runs on the Kraft Music Hall from 1933 to 1935, Chesterfield Time from 1937 to 1939, and Philco Radio Time from 1943 to 1946. Whiteman continued to stay busy on radio and television into the 1950s, even though his style of jazz began to decline in popularity with the rise of swing in the 1930s. Paul Whiteman was married 4 times and had 5 children, 4 of whom survived him, and 1 who died young. Whiteman died from a heart attack on December 29, 1967, in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Whiteman has been inducted into the Big Band and Jazz Hall of Fame and the Colorado Music Hall of Fame. He has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for recording and for radio, and has multiple recordings in the Grammy Hall of Fame.